In this episode, we're talking about the fullness of our glory. So good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whatever place it is you're tuned on to the show. This is a daily podcast talking about the subjects of purpose, the subjects of productivity, and the subject of resilience. Every working day we get to do that. So if you're looking for a show, a podcast that is going to teach you, instruct you, make you to think and inspire you and motivate you, this is a virtual incubator for purpose, so it can help you in that respect. I'm going to continue deliberating on the subject matter that we started a few days back. It's about the fullness of our glory as human beings. There's such a thing, the fullness of our glory as human beings. And I started talking about that, and yesterday I added some pointers there. Today and tomorrow, let us continue talking about the same and see where we are going to land. So stay tuned.
Welcome to the Life Signatures podcast with Lawrence Namale. Lawrence is a life coach, author, and keynote speaker who loves to tackle different topics on purpose, productivity, and resilience. His mission in life is to awaken all your boundless possibilities available in you. Life Signatures podcast is dedicated to bring to reality every single person who knows that deep down in their gut there's got to be more to life than this. And now, here is your host, Lawrence Namale.
Been talking about in the past two episodes, we've been talking about the fullness of our glory as a human beings. So let me just do a small recap for you and tell you this. This is the vein of my thought. This is my thought pattern. My thought pattern is that when we are born, we are seldom shown or opened up to the possibilities of being the best versions of ourselves in terms of our glory. For the most part, we get handed down templates of how we are supposed to fulfill our lives or to live our lives. And in that template, we have systems that have been put into place that we're successfully supposed to go through. Of course, those systems, they have very many byproducts, and they also have very many failures that they churn out. Woe to them. At the end, at the very apex of this, we are supposed to, quote unquote, make it in life. And so if you find a human being who is considering himself to have made it in life, kind of tries to find that he is happy. But invariably, everyone who doesn't live to the fullness of their glory, no matter how much they seem to have, quote unquote, made it in life, they will not be fulfilled. They will not be satisfied with this life. They will feel like there's something missing, and this something that is missing is basically it's our own glory. And we define our glory as just knowing our value, multiplying and growing that value that will become a blessing on the face of the earth. That's it. We become a blessing on the face of the earth through the glory of ourselves. The Bible tells us, arise and shine, for your glory has come. And it says, arise and shine, for your light has come and your glory has risen upon you. The question that we need to ask ourselves is this: what is that glory? As an individual, what is my glory? We know for sure that as compared to other creation, other species, I think we are more glorious. Of course, there are very many glorious animals out there, and birds and fishes and so on, but we are the crown of creation. We're supposed to take care of creation. That's why we are glorious. Our glory is higher. I'm not talking about that as humans in general. I'm talking about as like individuals, that question might even seem to be so unfair. Someone might even ask, wait a minute, are we supposed to experience the magnificence of other people? Am I supposed to experience the magnificence of Messi or Ronaldo or Bill Gates or Steve Jobs? Am I supposed to experience the magnificence of Martin Luther King Jr. or Barack Obama? Am I supposed to experience the presence of people in their full glory? And flip it, are people supposed to experience your glory? The answer is yes. And daily, actually. Not once in a blue moon. Yes, and daily. We are supposed to encounter the brilliance of our fellow humans so that, it's not some uncommon thing, once in a blue moon thing. We're supposed to experience this glory of each other to such an extent that it is normal. It is normal. When the artist is in their element, when the writer is in their element, when the mother is in their element, when the father is in their element, when the daughter is in their element, when the son is in their element, they are glorious. It's supposed to be a daily thing. Why do I say that? Because I believe in my heart of hearts, there has to be no other reason for the existence of all of us. If we live way below our privileges, there is no point. It doesn't add up. Why did I even start in the first place? Why was I created in the first place? If I cannot live to the fullness of my glory, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to see my fellow human beings on the streets, struggling, man, begging. Or someone has lost his mind, is a madman, they're naked, walking in the streets. Breaks my heart to do that, to see that happening. And that's why we need to continue thinking about being glorious and living our brilliance. Should we even bother? We should. We should. There is no other reason for the existence of mankind other than to live our lives to the fullness of our glory. There can be nothing higher to live for than that. Nothing. That's just my feeling. There can be nothing higher. I believe in my heart of hearts, ladies and gentlemen, that there is no other reason for our existence other than to be the fullness, to live the fullness of our own glories. But here is the thing, though, even as I come to the close of this episode, here's the thing. We are not supposed to be talking about other people. We are supposed to be talking about ourselves, our own glory. In other words, I need to ask myself this question. When is the last time someone experienced my magnificence? What was I doing when that happened? This is an important question for all of us to ponder on and make an introspection about and review our lives about. When is the last time someone was wowed in my presence? What was I doing? Especially if they were wowed and I wasn't even attempting to please them. The priority or the focus of my being at that moment wasn't to please them. I was just being me. And they saw my magnificence. They saw my glory. They saw maybe a glimpse or even the fullness of my glory. What was I doing? If I can find out that which I was doing that wowed people, even when I was not trying to wow them, then, my friends, we've come to that place of the magnificence of our glory as human beings. Think about it this way. Why on earth would we be alive if not to manifest our own magnificence? Why? when we've gone through the circuit of life and we have quote unquote arrived as we normally want to, can we answer that question about the fullness of our glory? That is what I want us to ponder on, even as I come to the close of this episode today. Can we think in those terms? Can we change our thinking and start thinking in those terms? Can we do that? Should we do that? The answer is yes, we should. We should do that emphatically. We should do that absolutely. That is what we're supposed to do. And if we were to do that, I do believe that we start living our lives in a totally different dimension. So, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we're going to continue talking about those things. But until then, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Life Signatures Radio. If you enjoyed today's show, subscribe to Life Signatures Radio on iTunes, Stitcher, or visit our website at lifesignatures.libsyn.com. Life Signatures Radio, fresh, clean, and inspiring.